Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rahman Taufik, and I am the first speaker of the second group. And today I would like to deliver my material, which is utterance. Utterance is basically an expression that delivered through tones, which consisted of words that forming sentences, phrases, and clauses that will be delivered directly through tones. So etymologically, utterance is can be said as the outward or make noun. So in interpreting it, utterance can be said as the outward or expression that is used to deliver to someone, so that the someone may know the meaning of it by evaluating the word that is delivered itself. So utterance is the unit of discourse analysis, which its branch connected to it are the expressions, body movements, gestures, actions, uh, and many other things that is delivered directly, so that emphasize the meaning. So discourse analysis is basically the way to evaluate or analyze the the conversation, which in way what is the context of the conversation, uh, uh, how the conversation is delivered, in what way the conversation is delivered, so that the interlocutors can be able to understand the meaning, which is basically related to the such efforts that is done to make the interlocutors uh, able to understand the meaning of the words that is delivered. So as the unit of the discourse, utterance is is considered as the living unit of the discourse, not a text. It is not a text, uh, nor the proposition, because it is basically the prime purpose of the discourse analysis itself, because the utterance is mostly is all delivered directly, and it is the it, it is uses the expression and action in order to emphasize the meaning. So considering that the utterance is the expression that delivered through words, this utterance is it can also be said that we can conclude that the utterance is related to the speech act. So the speech act is basically not only the expression that you use to deliver your words, but it is also most likely the the actions that it took to emphasize the meaning. For example, um, when someone says, "I give this birthday present to you," it can be while handing the birthday present. So it can be the action which is handing the birthday present, it or or the expression that is done at the moment can be the reference to evaluate the meaning, which it can be evaluated in maybe that someone knows what is the favorite things that the one that he gave who he or she gave the present to likes, or it may be just that someone is care about the one that he or she gave the present to. So we can conclude that the utterance, which is expressions, and the speech acts, which is the action that can emphasize the meaning, is basically uh, is basically related to each other in delivering the words. Many scientists say that the utterance need role to produce in mode way, which is which is what the conversation should be. The In conversation there should be many utterances that is delivered in it. By the by this delivering by these many utterances is can be produced only by the role, and without a role, this utterance cannot be produced in mode way, because it is most likely will be delivered in informal, and there will be no one to respond what what uh, what uh, what is uttered by someone. So the roles here is means the interlocutors itself. For instance, when I say something without interlocutors, there cannot be another expression that will be delivered to me because it is most likely there's no one to emphasize evaluate the meaning to respond it. So it is most likely needs the interlocutors to produce it, to evaluate the meaning and respond it, which will eventually be responded by me, so that the utterances can be produced more and more. So that is all about my material. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.